Welcome to this place that I talk about comics. I'm a comic book creator, not a YouTuber. It's probably obvious. I've been gone for 4 days, a thing that YouTubers don't do. I was in the bush of Western Australia with my family. It was a really wonderful time. However, if you've never been, I should warn you, as I wish someone had warned me, really heavy on the flies. The resort that we stayed at, so this is a nice spot, cost a good chunk of change, gives out nets to put over your face. That's how rough the flies are. But I wish that everybody would visit Western Australia. Really a fascinating and uniquely beautiful place. Now, let's talk comics. I don't want to belabor or beat to death the Millar commentary that was a week and a half ago. The world moves fast. I did want to address one element of it that I hadn't seen otherwise talked about, and that is some level of personal gatekeeping, for lack of a better term. I didn't want to say who gets to talk and who doesn't, because I really believe that even the dumbest asshole has a right to spout off, right? I'm on YouTube, obviously, I believe that. But personal gatekeeping would be taking inventory of who to listen to, who not to listen to, check the credentials. And if you're going to prune, I don't think you should do it on the basis of who you agree with and who you don't, but rather who you think has something interesting to say based on experience. That's it. There's a great number of people that I read or watch or listen to who I don't agree with a goddamn thing they say, but they are interesting in the things that they say, and I let it ride. And I'm going to make a suggestion on who not to listen to in comics. And this next statement might be a little bit controversial. I'd like you to take it in the right spirit and understand that I'm not trying to denigrate anyone or diminish their accomplishments. But you could sense the but was coming. I don't know why any of you listen to Big Two creators who don't have creator owned work. To have a career in comics and to only be a steward of other people's work is a sad existence. And I'm not making judgments on the need for work. We all have bills to pay. If Marvel or DC is going to help you put braces on your kids' teeth, I'm not mad at you. But I am very dismissive of you if you do only Big Two work, do nothing innovative or interesting, and think that you can just hang in that space indefinitely, never entering the arena to do the actual comic book work. Some of the people I'm talking about may not know how to do creator-owned work. Maybe they were ushered into Marvel and DC work from non-comics positions. Maybe they think that they're so busy that they can't work creator-owned work into their schedule. Or maybe they just don't have any goddamn ideas. Whatever the case is, if you haven't done indie work or creator-owned work or photocopied a shitty zine at Kinko's in the last 12 months, see yourself out of conversations about the future of comics. Exit any discourse about what retailers should do, about what publishers should do. You're a lamprey hanging off the side of the corporate shark. You're doing what you have to do to get your name out there. Cool. Now do the next part of the job. Very few of the people I ever see enter these conversations are the creators given special dispensations to do interesting things at the Big Two. You might ask, what am I talking about? You ever notice how Jeff Lemire's work is more interesting than anybody else's at DC's? Have you ever taken inventory of that? I'm not a Jeff Lemire fan. But you'd have to be blind not to see, oh, Jeff Lemire gets more latitude than the other guys. Now, it's possible that Jeff Lemire is more creative than any of these people, and that DC Editorial would take 20 Jeff Lemires. But if that's the case, the rest of you creators, I would bury that fact. Who are you and what do you have to say? We don't get any of that from your corporate work. I think it's a completely valid thing to work for these companies. I think there is no shame in it, and it is a place that you can hone your craft if that is what you actually endeavor to do. But if you don't take whatever you learned there and apply it to work that moves the actual medium forward, then what are you? Sincerely, what are you? If you can tell a great story, an interesting story, within the guideposts of corporate comics, that's an exceptional talent, and I am really happy for you. I think that that's a cool thing that nobody should shame you for. But if you don't also find yourself into some goddamn creator-owned work in the year 2023, where it's easier than any other time, you could just do Kickstarter if you wanted to, then goddamn, man. There's calcified readers. We know that. We know the guy who will not give a shot to anything besides Marvel and DC, and really only the Marvel and DC characters that he's already familiar with and he's been following for 23 years. That is a type of reader. We know that person exists. There is the calcified retailer who have gotten burnt on so many indie titles, who did not get into comics for indie titles, and who sees the majority of their income from big two titles selling in their store. There is no incentive for them to back creator-owned or indie comics. We know that that person exists. It is our job to win these people over. If you're a calcified creator, you're an anchor around the neck of people who are trying to get real things done. The market needs to change, and it's going to change through great work being done on the margins. And to the people who watch this, and to the people who watch this YouTube, who suffer through all my edits because I can't speak worth a damn, I urge you, please, enjoy your corporate comics. I am a lapsed reader at this moment, but I really hope to go back. I always hope that there's good work there. But understand that the creator who is merely a steward is not the tip of any spear, and they're not advancing what we do here. That's it. Here's the challenge. If you don't have creator-owned work in 2024, I'm just going to call you on that. I'm just going to point that out. If I see you talking online and I check your credentials and you don't have any creator-owned work in the calendar year, it's just a hard shut up. It's just a hard, hey, you ain't real much. Get out of here. That's it. Sorry for the hard stance. I'm not being a snob. I don't give a fuck if your work is even good. It's just enter the arena. Do the thing that we are here to do. If you are here to catch a check from a corporation who is asleep at the wheel and allows you to make the same bullshit work over and over again, then congrats. Stay away.